Today we will talk about automating your sales tax compliance to save time and money with Avalara. Our guest speaker today is Russ Graff. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 318-213-0375.
So you'll see that I'm in a MAS 90-200 screen here. Let me just pick out a customer. So we're in the customer master file. One of the areas that you'll see an impact of the fact that we're present here is we've got this new little orange Avalara icon that we've added to the customer master screen. And that is a function for an ad hoc or one-time, one-off address validation process. Again, typically we would do this if you were to come on board with us. We'd do this across the board one time in the utility. But if you were adding a new customer, you might be part of your process would be to put in their address and then quickly validate it to make sure that we get it right. So if you'll notice, what's changing here is, from a normal look and feel for how you might enter an address, the way the punctuation looks and so forth. Now it's changed. We've got, the least important information, this attention payables, has bubbled up to the top, which is how the Postal Service wants it. We've changed the punctuation. We put Suite D on the same line as the address. It now is capital N instead of North spelled out, etc. So all the punctuation has changed. And we've added to the zip +4 here on the zip code. So this is now a validated address. And just that quickly it went out to the database and tested that and made sure that that was acceptable, and now we can accept that. We'll do the same thing for all the ship-to addresses as well. So we'll do this across the board, but if you did an ad hoc one-time address validation, you can do that. The other thing I wanted to show you in here, and you may have noticed it while I was talking about the other topic, is here's where we put in the word AvaTax as our tax schedule. So instead of all those convoluted rates and schedules and codes and everything that you've got to create in the tables today, that all changes. We just put the word AvaTax in here, and now you're good to go. This is what tells MAS to look out to our web service for a calculation instead of at an internal table. Simple as that. Kinds of different things for Nexus and tax codes and rules and exemptions. And then we have a transactions tab where all of those various invoices that we were processing within MAS 90 will show up eventually. And so I've got some demo data here. Let me just go back to 2008 that I think I can capture. So here's an example of some transactions that would be in our back-end system that would come from MAS. This document code here would be an invoice number from Sage MAS 9200. And if I wanted to drill into some detail here, I can do that. You can see that these are hyperlinked. I've got some header information and then line detail information that shows up here. And so here's an example of an invoice with 4 line items on it, well actually 3 plus the freight line. And I can see that one line was taxable, $5,000 worth of product. Another line was non-taxable, and so there's tax and non-tax associated with that. If I were to drill into the detail, here's an example similar to what we looked at in our PowerPoint presentation. This was sold from the state of Washington to Commerce City, Colorado. And so based on the destination rules and all the different rates there, I can see Colorado, Adams County, Commerce City, and then those same 3 specialty tax districts that we saw earlier. There's the different rates applied against the taxable amount of sale, resulting in this tax amount, and all those different line items roll up to the total tax of $418.59. So I think that gives you, again, a high-level, quick view of the fact that we're capturing all that detailed transaction by line item so that we can now file returns on your behalf, print out reports for you to help you file returns for yourself if you'd like to. And then we've got some other tools and calculators and those kinds of things.
This presentation was brought to you by Accounting Systems Consulting Group. Please give us a call at 318-213-0375.